Okay, so recently I've quit watching TikToks, Reels, Shorts, and any short form content because it has been absolutely destroying me. Now, what I mean by that is obviously the short form attention pandemic has been fucking ravaging Gen Z. You look around and you see people who can barely stick to doing one task at a time. I feel like that's literally me right now. Every time I try to make one of these videos, I can hardly pick one thing and fucking do it and stick to it. I know all the things I need to do, but I spend too much time going back and forth between shit. And then once I start watching any form of content, I get caught in that loop, which absolutely needs to stop. Now, what I'm doing instead is one, spending that time producing content instead, or two, consuming valuable and more sustainable content, such as reading. The Four spent the day together, and it's an interesting book so far. It's about a couple who lived in the Bronx, New York, who eventually moved to Milford, a small town, after they had two kids. And the wife, her name is Emma, has been a bit conflicted about the move because now she feels extremely lonely and disconnected after a few things have happened with her children. I'm enjoying it so far. It's been very interesting, and I feel like I've listened to so many audiobooks recently and have just not taken shit in at all. This attention span thing has been crazy. I can have my thoughts running in parallel to an audiobook and not consume anything at all. If someone stopped me and asked me, hey, what were the last 10 words spoken on your fucking audiobook? Even if I'm fully focused, it's actually so bad. That's why I'm trying to make an effort to, one, make sure I produce more than I consume, and then two, with the content that I do consume, use that and create something out of it. Whether it's, hey, look, today I made a YouTube video about, how much I have been consuming content. So I'm going to produce this to combat that. And then every day I have a journal. I usually write one thing I want or need to do. So let's say I needed to post a bunch of videos. So I made a batch of shorts, put them out. We went for a run as well. List off those things. I've produced something out of it. Now I've one, gotten it off my head. Two, helped my memory a little bit. And three, cool, I have something to reflect on. Every week I get to the end, tick, 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 have I ticked off all the big things for the week, reflect on what the fuck I have or have not done yet, which is great. That kind of cycle genuinely has already had a really positive impact on me. I feel like now I'm still getting that pull to be like, okay, cool, let me open my phone. I literally can memorize exactly where to open all the social media apps on my phone. My eyes were closed, even if my screen was black, I can absolutely navigate to these apps that I do it almost subconsciously. And I know a lot of people also do this. I've been catching myself trying to do that after getting rid of some of these apps, and I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, seriously, it's actually so bad. It's actually so damaging. I'm glad to be rid of that. I feel like I haven't been using my phone nearly as much because of that alone. Like, okay, cool, no shorts, no social media. Sometimes I just leave my phone down. This whole time I've been producing content, like, oh my God, I need to stop saying like, call me out. I need you guys to drop a comment for every fucking like I say. For the past probably couple hours since we got home from the run, I have had my phone down. I haven't needed to use it because if I need to communicate with people, I'll take care of that when I need to. Outside of that, it's now I just use my phone as a tool. I can find any information I need off of that. I have all the resources I need for the day to day on that. If I need to make a call, I can, whatever. But it's not an entertainment device. And that's a big distinction I've had to make recently. I have no games on my phone. There was this one game I was obsessed with for a minute, and it literally, there was probably not more than a month, maybe 2 week period last year that it was not on my phone, because I would get it and I would play it probably every single day. I'm glad I'm rid of it because it doesn't have that effect on me now. Also, when communicating with people, I feel like I've gotten a little bit better in maintaining and articulating myself, which has been good. I feel like I articulate myself pretty well already. I did a lot of work to break out of my introversion when I got out of high school, and I'm so glad for it because I've gained a lot of skills that help me maintain and present myself the way I want to be received, which is good. Overall, if you've been considering or trying to break the cycle of using social media so much, getting caught in the reels, and that taking away from the time you could be spent doing really productive or really effective work, I think it's worth a shot. But it's kind of the same as like literally an addiction. You shouldn't start it cold turkey. There are some cases where that does work, but in most cases, you would have to slow down and microdose yourself on that. So it will have a lesser and lesser impact on you, and you will be craving it less and less, and then replacing it at the same time with something else that is more engaging, more digestible. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have an amazing fucking day, and look forward to the next one. That's all for now. Thanks.